Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another beautiful video on this beautiful channel, on this beautiful day. How you guys and girls doing? Hope you're doing great as always. Please check out the description box for all the nice links. Also drop a like, subscribe if you like the content. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to work on just something that really annoys me when I'm making maps, okay? And that's kind of the thing where you can add tiles on top of tiles. Now that's cool, but I want to be able to lock it sometimes. I don't want to hold my mouse down and it's gonna keep adding shit to the tile map all the time. So to do that, what I'm gonna do first of all, in the editor state, I'm just gonna go ahead and open the editor state H file here, and as you can see, we have a lot of these different values here that control kind of what we can do in the editor. Now I'm gonna do a tile add lock. I'm just gonna call it tile add lock. Okay, if we lock this, it's gonna lock it to just adding one layer. So if you hold down your mouse and it's locked, it's not gonna add more than one layer on top of whatever you're on. All right, so this is just gonna make sure that we just add one tile at a time. So let's see. Let's just go from there. And let's see. So this needs to be initialized. Right here. This tile add lock equals false. All right. And we're going to go ahead down. Let's see right here. Texture selector, blah, blah, blah. We got a bunch of things going right here. So we have tiles. And now I'm going to add one more thing to this. New line. Whoops. New line. Like this. And I'm going to say tile lock like this. This tile add lock. And then just end it right there. Now it's probably going to be -1 or 0. I don't think it's going to print out as a Boolean true or false. But, you know, it's all good. We'll just keep it like this for now. It doesn't matter. We know 0 is false, 1 is true. So we'll keep it at that. And let's go into where we update our stuff right here. Okay, so here's the update editor input. Okay, remove tile, toggle collision. Okay, this is set lock on, off. Whoops, on, off, right here. If let's see, SF keyboard is key pressed. Okay, we got all of these as well. We're gonna have to add one for that, so we're just gonna go ahead and do that in a second here, but I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna get key time as well. Probably just gonna put it right there. Okay, and let's do this. Okay, now toggle type, no, tile lock, toggle tile lock. Okay, that's what we're gonna call it, so that's perfect. Now to go from here, if this tile lock, tile add lock, okay, then we're gonna set, it's very simple, this tile add lock equals false, else this tile add lock equals true. Oops, sorry about that. There we go. So that looks nice. So if it's true, we'll set it to false. If it's false, we'll set it to true. And we need to just create a keybind for that. So let's go ahead into our file right here. Let's go into our resources. No, config. Here we go. Now we need to go into supported keys and go ahead and edit that with any application you want. Doesn't really matter. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So I want to put this as L, okay? So I'm just going to say L, and I'm going to give it the key. So SF keyboard key L. So just get the L, and it will tell you what it is. So it's 11. So we're going to have to just put an 11 in here as a supported key. Okay, and it's going to load that for us. Now that's the supported key is going to be loaded. Once that's loaded, once that's loaded, we're going to go into editor state keybinds, okay? Open that up. And here we go. Now we have toggle collision. Now we're going to do toggle, what was it called? Tile lock, toggle tile lock. And that's going to be L. Okay. Now L is a supported key, so it's all good. And we put that on L right there. Close that down. Now this should be fine. That should work. Now once tile lock is being updated, it's all good. Now to make sure this is working, we need to go to where we are actually adding tiles into the system. Right here, wherever we're adding stuff. Texture selector, get active. Okay. Okay, so we're selecting. We're not in the texture selector. Okay, all right. Global bounds, add tiles. If it's not within the sidebar and it's not active. Okay, all right. I think this is if we're in the bounds. Let's just make sure it is. All right, let's just make sure it is so we're not doing anything wrong. This is beautiful, all these comments. I need to start doing that more. It takes too much time from the video, it's the only thing. But you should definitely update your functions with these comments. Okay, let's find texture selector right here. Let's go in and let's see how that works. So texture selector, get active, return this active. Okay, update. Okay, update key time, hide button update. So what we're doing is, if it's not hidden, if our mouse is within the bounds, active is true, otherwise active is false. If it is active, we're doing all this stuff. So that's cool. So basically what this means is active is only true when it is within the bounds of the mouse. Now what we could do is we could just remove this if statement completely and just put active false. We don't have to have all of these weird cases. What we could say is this active equals false here, okay, just at the start, and then we're going to remove this, and we're going to remove this. I know for readability it might be better to have stuff like this, but let's just do this and do that. And active will be true if your mouse is within the window. So that should be cool. That should be all right. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Otherwise active will be false. All right, very nice, very nice. Very good. Let me just think here. Okay, let's go. Let's keep moving. Let's not get stuck here. So if it is active, our tile map is going to add a tile. Now we need to see if this tile add lock is true. We need to do something. All right. Else it's going to add a tile right here. So it's going to keep adding a tile. It's going to keep adding a tile at this position. What if we can get a tile and see if it's null or not at that position? Let's see. Tile map get. All right. Let's do this. Let's go into tile map right here. And let's get a a const tile pointer get tile, and then we're gonna just get it from this const x, y, and z position. Okay, and then we're just gonna say const, and all this is gonna do is just gonna let us check if there is a tile there or not. So this is one way we could do it. Return. Let's see. Let's see if all right, if x is greater than 0 and x is less than this tile, get tile this size, grid size I, no, max size world grid dot x. Okay, there we go. All right, so there we go, and we're gonna keep going, and let's see. And y is less than max size y, and z equal to 0, and z is less than this. Why is this complaining? Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh wait, my bad. There we go. This layers. Okay, so there we go. Now we have a nice if statement. And if it is like this. Okay, so I was thinking kind of wrong. I renamed this to tile empty. Okay, tile empty. You could say tile is empty if you want. I'll just call it tile empty. We'll check if a tile at this position is empty or not. Okay, now basically what I'm checking if it's within the bounds of the world. All right, and now I'm gonna say this empty. All right, and I'm gonna return if it's empty or not. Otherwise, I'm gonna say return true. All right, so if it is empty, we're going to return it as true, basically, if it is within the bounds and all that stuff. Otherwise, false, because we don't want to be able to add stuff to that point. And yeah, that should be fine pretty much. That should be fine. Otherwise, I think, you know what we could do otherwise? We could say, if it reaches this point, we'll just throw error tile map trying tile map and the function's name tile empty trying to access out of bounds tile. Okay, something like that. We'll just throw that out and it should be fine, and you could probably cache this if you want, and you probably don't want to do this if you're not within the bounds. So if the tile is empty, then we'll add stuff. Now, let's go back into our editor state. And let's see if this tile map tile empty, check the tile empty at all of these positions. Okay. Then we're gonna add a tile. Okay, we could do that, or we could also make this, we can make a parameter in here to check for lock, right? We can do that later probably. That might be a better idea as well. But this will just make sure we check it, and then we'll add a tile. Else, we'll just add it like this, just like it was. All right, without any issues. So let's run all of this together. Let's see, it's probably going to crash if you move your mouse outside of the world bound. So just remember that. It might crash. Also, we probably are going to get some errors here. Tell my what? Excuse me, what? To create pointer to member. I'm not trying to do anything. Hold up. Subscript requires array. Oh wait, sorry, I'm so dumb. What am I doing, dude? Are you serious? Are you dumb? Like that, and remove insert, and there you go. Now that should work. I was trying to create an array here. Shouldn't do that. And once this is done and ready to go, okay. All right, that's the game. That's not what we want. We want the editor load. All right, and the lock is 0. Now if I press L, it's not crashing, so we can lock it. See, now it's not letting me add anything to something that's not empty. If I remove the lock, I can add tiles again. So let's choose our grass tile, and let's say that we want to add a bunch of tiles quickly here. Now if I hold down my mouse without the lock, you'll see it'll quickly increase in tiles at the same spot. But if I press lock, it won't. It will just let me add as many as I want outside of this, right? And that's exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, so that looks fine. Everything's fine. Let's just save that, quit. Let's go in new game. And let's see just first so that we actually got those tiles rendered down here. Yeah, they look fine. That looks great. Okay. Now let's go here. Back to our game state where we're updating the view. This is going to be the tile maps size X, and this is going to be the tile map size Y. Okay, to get that, what we're going to do is we're going to say this tile map get max size F. We could do that. Dot max size F dot X. Okay. And then this is going to be the same thing right there. And then we're going to do the Y's over here. So just change this to a Y, change that to a Y, and we should be good to go. So the best way to test this will be in the horizontal axis. We do need to test it in both axes, but let's just try this out. So this is working. The 0 is still working. Let's just go all the way to the right and see if our view stops. It did stop. It did actually stop to where, or it did. I thought it stopped. Wait, hold up. No, that's not the max world size. It's way out here. It should stop eventually, hopefully. Let's see. I don't know how large I made this map. Is it 1,000? Because if it is, we're in trouble. It's going to be an age. Hold up. Let me check that out. Let's just check it out. Let's see together how large this is. Test SLMP. Because even if it's 100, it's kind of large. Okay, it's 100. That's pretty large. So that is 100 tiles wide. All right. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to probably check that out. It should work. Not 100% sure why it didn't work, but it should. Maybe I just didn't go out far enough. Probably. 3,000. What is that? What is that? Wait, hold up. Let me just calculate that real quickly. 64 times 100. No, that's 6,400, right? So it will be double what we had. I'm dumb. I could have calculated that in my head. But it should work, right? This should work. It's just that our map is so big. I don't have time to go out. But in the next video, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you if it worked or not. I'm going to test it off recording, and we'll see how that works. And then we're going to add that safety check to see if the world size is kind of smaller than the resolution or the view size. Then we're going to have a problem. Then I don't want this to happen. So if you have dungeons, if you make small dungeons that aren't large enough to be in the whole view, then you won't have to be within these constraints, right? So that's what we're looking for. But in the next video, we'll keep working on that. But thank you for now for watching. Thanks for all the support. Sorry for the little longer video. It's kind of weird getting everything set up. Didn't really think it through properly. But there you go. Thank you again. Take care, and I'll see you guys and girls in the next one. Right? Bye bye.